My name is Steve Laudix. I'm working as a researcher at the Amsterdam Public Health Service, and what we're actually doing is actively monitoring and promoting the health of all our inhabitants. Roughly 1 million right around now. So who are we? The Amsterdam Public Health Service is actually a service of the municipality, and we actually perform the Public Health Act for the municipality, for the authorities in the municipality. And what the Public Health Act says is that local authorities are responsible for implementing public health care. And that's actually what we do. We have about 1,200 employees in 40 locations in the region. So it's a big organization. And we are all focused at safeguarding and promoting the health of all the people that live in this area. In addition to that, so that is our core business, and in addition to that, we perform specific tasks outside the regular scope, and we do that on commission of local providers, local authorities, businesses, or private healthcare organizations. And to give you an overview of what we do and who we are for, it's a large list. So we do pretty much everything for everyone who lives in the city. We measure, for instance, air quality near the airport here in Amsterdam. We treat STDs for people who need that. We deal with people who cause nuisance in the city, but we also perform basic care for newborns. So it's a broad scope that we have, and that's basically, I think it's implicit in public health care. A broad scope, caring for inhabitants. So what do we do in terms of performance measurement? We are basically monitoring health. And we monitor health for the general population. We have every 4 years we have the Amsterdam Health Monitor. We send questionnaires to all or a sample of inhabitants in our city and ask them a lot of questions about how they're doing and how they're feeling and what do they think about the healthcare they're receiving in our city. And in addition to that, we monitor vulnerable groups. There are several important groups here. We have a homeless monitor, so the most vulnerable people in our city. We have alcohol monitors, so several monitors on drug use. There are youth monitors. They're monitoring every aspect of and every subgroup in population that could be vulnerable. In addition to that, we do evaluation of public health interventions. So when authority finances a health intervention, they ask us to evaluate that intervention, for instance, on usefulness, on effectiveness, and also on efficiency. Again, on commission. And we also have a large research department, which I'm part of, and we do research and development on tools for performance measurement, specifically in public health care. For instance, my own project, which is my PhD thesis with Nick, developing performance indicators for the public mental health care system. And we develop tools such as the self-sufficiency matrix, an outcome measure that is used in many public health services right now. How can we work together? What do we have to offer and what do we like to know? We can basically share a network. The Amsterdam Public Health Services is the oldest and the largest public health service in the Netherlands, and we have close relations to the local authorities as well as those of the other big cities in the Netherlands, so the G4, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Utrecht and The Hague. We have also close relations with many service providers within the city, primary care providers, mental health providers, youth care providers, and of course the universities in the city, the UvA, the VU, and the University of Applied Sciences. We can also share our knowledge. We have extensive knowledge on epidemiological research methods and designs. All the monitoring that we do many statistical, interesting modeling and analysis. We have knowledge on evaluation research, also some methods and designs that we use quite frequently. And because we are in a network organization, we have large experience with multi-center collaborations and data collection. So we couple or combine a lot of different data sets to monitor our populations. And therefore we have a lot of data on our population, and we could share that data on a general population and on specific vulnerable groups. You're all welcome here in Amsterdam. Thank you.